All right, so Cody, I have a big 5-day hunt coming up. Leaving here in a few days, so I'm getting all my food prep done, all my individual bags laid out. This is 5 days worth. Kind of go through every day, some of the different things that I have in here. Every day I kind of start my morning with some coffee, just a couple of packs of this kind of a dehydrated Mount Hagen with some stevia. My breakfast, sometimes it'll be like one of these off-grids, really, really good stuff. Also, I'll run like a Heather's Choice. Sometimes I'll go with, like her strawberry vanilla is amazing. Banana nutmeg, really, really good. That's kind of the morning jump. And I kind of go back from making my own to to getting like companies like Heather's and off-grids, really good stuff. But as far as my snacks go, what I'll do like every day, I'm usually having a couple of different style packaroons. Like there's 120 calories per deal. I also make my own cookies. You can't really have enough cookies, but I generally try to limit it to 2. These aren't real light, but they're packed with a lot of calories. These are kind of a coconut / peanut butter powder mix.
What do you figure, like 250 per cookie on those?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Heather's are about 120 per. Mine are a lot bigger, more dense. Probably, yeah, 250. They're pretty power packed. I got chia seeds in there, a lot of shredded coconut, some oat flour, stuff like that, or almond flour. And then also, for different types of snacks, I'll make some of my own jerky. I'll also use like this company right here is a really good jerky, this biltong, really good stuff. I also like Spencer's, so off-grid, really, really good jerky as well. Another thing that I do myself is these leathers. This has like been a staple for me for quite a while now. And I'll mix and match, like sweet potato leather or yam leather is one of my favorite treats on the mountain. It's loaded with just good clean carbs, and carbs are important up there. So I really like to kind of go heavy on that. That's like my dessert for the day. I think each one of those, I'm not positive. I'm not really a calorie counter. I would say maybe 120 plus 150 calories per leather on those. And what it is, it's just a mix of yams. It's got some apple sauce. Sometimes I'll make it with banana, a little bit of honey, and then some cinnamon, and it's just a really good flavor. I always toss like one of these Justin's peanut butter packets in there throughout the day. Hydration wise, I like these liquid IVs. These things are really good flavor, and they're a really good electrolyte replacement as you're sweating it out. Another electrolyte thing is I always toss a couple of these caps in my bag, my daily bag, as well as it's just a salt tablet. It's got all the good electrolytes in there that kind of help you when you're grinding out especially those hot weather early season hikes. CBD, I start every morning with CBD. That just helps combat inflammation and all that kind of thing up there. When you're getting a little groggy, I always have like a couple of these Ignite packets, caffeine, just kind of a good pick-me-up throughout the day for the water. I'm not a big fan of like just straight plain water. I like something in it. I think.
How many calories per day are you shooting for?
So I would say, on a short hunt, this is a short 5-day hunt. That's pretty darn short. So I got a little bit more food here than I would on a 10-day. 10-day, I'm really keeping it under 1.5 pounds per day, just because of the overall weight going in. This is just under 2 pounds per day. It's gonna be, again, I'm not a calorie counter, but it's gonna be about 3,500, maybe even up to 4,000 calories is what I figured each one of these days has. So just under 2 pounds, probably in that middle range. I would say on average 3,700 calories, which is a lot, but you burn it up very easily. So one of the other things, like these little guys, these little coconut packets, like sometimes I'll put it in my hot drink in the morning. I'll generally always put at least one. This is for an ounce of coconut. I think you get like 244 calories per ounce. So you can really jack up your calorie count. I like to put that in a meal. Doesn't matter what meal it is. If it's my own, I'll make like spaghetti, dehydrate my own rice dishes. I also do a lot of Heather's Choice. I love her salmon chowder. I love her chili. Off-grid makes it really good. I've been eating this quite a bit, this 3-cheese mac. Really good, loaded. I don't remember the calorie count on this, but it was a lot. It was like 700 calories or something like that. It was jacked up. What's that? Yeah, the trail mix. So off-grids, they've got their calories way up there. 740 calories in this little 4-ounce bag, which is pretty incredible. But that's a good kind of daily snack. And like I said,
Each day is in a Ziploc bag?
Yep. I just kind of keep them separate. Every once in a while I'll screw up and kind of like dip into my future stash. It really is nice to have each one in its own bag, because sometimes I find if I don't, I'll just go through the day and I won't eat very much. Maybe I'll like eat one thing, but I don't really have an idea of where I need to be. So when you do it individually, just know you need to eat all that food that day. So, basically, I think my favorite meal of the day is always going to be dinner. And that's, like these Heather's Choice I really like her stuff. Spencer does some good stuff, and then I do my own. So, and it's just, I like having a good variety. Generally most days I'm not eating the same thing. I'll do a breakfast from Off-Grid. I'll do a breakfast from Heather's. Hers are really different because it's a buckwheat breakfast. And I do a lot of oats with my cookies, with my mountain mush, kind of my lunch. So mixing her buckwheat breakfast in is kind of nice, because it kind of gets away from the oats a little bit. So, but that's about it. I did find, I kind of added this little guy into my repertoire this year. It's just a little Creole. It's Tony's Creole seasoning. It weighs nothing. I put that in my evening meal, and I love the flavor of that stuff. It's just a really good addition. So, that's kind of basically my 5-day layout.